Well, hello YouTube, this is Chase. Not doing my normal kind of video today. Normally do gaming videos, but it's the month of October. So that means All Hallows Eve is the end of this month. So every week of this month I'm going to release one video. Maybe, one story or two horrifying ghost stories from me. That actually has happened to me. So, based on actual accounts of the paranormal. So, thought it'd be a new thing to do, and letting everyone that loves paranormal and Halloween to enjoy my stories. None of them has been made up. All of them are real, and hopefully you enjoy these stories. Depends on how long I talk about one story. We might just do one story each video, or maybe two. So caution to the kids watching. So if you're get scared easy or scared of the paranormal, do not watch this. So here we go. I don't know what I named this first story. It's before. I was actually too old to remember. My mother used to tell me this story. It's when I was like 4 or 5, and my brother was like 7 or 8. We used to live in a townhouse in my town, 2-story. My mom used to tell me this. It's had a chandelier. It was amazing. Um, it's after my dad passed, and when we moved in, strange things started happening. My mother said. So, kids love different kind of toys, and I don't know how to start the story off, to be honest, but um, my mother and family usually used to actually buy these like toy motorcycles, or any kind of motorcycles, and every time this we get one, it just disappears. Couldn't find it. Mother looked around, and she couldn't find it nowhere. So it's kind of mystery. And yeah, you guys thinking, oh, that's kind of lame. Haven't got to the best part. Um, my mother knew this townhouse was haunted. She even named the ghost the Mister. A lot of strange things happen in the townhouse, but the two strange things is, mother said, me and my brother was fighting one day, and she was downstairs, we were upstairs, and I was in, like, I don't know what you call it. I think it's like the bedroom or something, and we were fighting. Me and my brother were fighting over toys, and I guess the ghost didn't like us fighting. Y'all's mom said all she heard is the door slam shut and a screaming bloody murder. And yeah, mother ran up there and she asked why we closed the door. I wasn't really old enough to talk or anything. My brother's like, he shut on his own. You know, mother, I don't really think she actually believed it at that time. But other strange things started happening. Voices and odd stuff happened. Um, and when she started actually realizing that the place is actually haunted, her mother came over and was just sitting at the table, and my mother's like, yeah, this didn't have no one else to talk to about all the weird, strange things that happen. Doors, she said, doors open and closed, water cut on and off, and just lights cut on and off, and the motorcycle thing. Couldn't keep one toy motorcycle in that place. Disappeared. And chandelier used to like shake and rock and all that kind of weird stuff. But when her mother came over, she sat under the chandelier table, and mom was telling her all about it because she couldn't open up to anybody else. I mean, telling people that your place is haunted is like, back in, I mean, I was born, it's like back in the 1990s, who would actually, believe in paranormal, I mean, a lot of people don't believe in it these days, but she was telling a story, and my mother's like, yeah, her mother didn't believe it at all, and after she said she didn't believe it and everything, mother said, I quote, the most horrible, gut wrenching scream that could ever be heard. Started screaming. Chandelier started shaking. It was like, it's like someone was getting freaking murdered in the house, like right next to him, and terrified my mother's mother to death. Chandelier scared her, and and after that, my mother's mother said, I mean, that she believes her now. And a few months later, we moved out. That's that part of that ghost story. Moving on to the next. That was only 6 minutes, so I'll tell you one more. Give me some drink. And no, I'm not sponsored by Monster or anything. But hey, Monster, if you want to sponsor me, love your drinks, and it's really good. Drink it all the time. But second ghost story is way creepy. And let's just say we've always been haunted. Every place we go is just something happens. Something always follows us. Like The Conjuring says, that movie The Conjuring, if you see it, when you first started getting haunted, it's like stepping on gum. You just take it everywhere. After that, we moved and got a new place, and after that, we moved again. We also not haunting this bad neighborhood, but we moved again and got in this place. I didn't like the new place. Didn't have my friends next to me or anything, so I mean, I hated it. I was sick real bad, and went to bed early. Had the TV on. Always left the TV on, and that night I got in bed and I was like, well, let me just cut the TV off. I did. I'm one of those person, when you lay down in bed, you turn on your side and sleep like that. Um, got in bed, cut the TV off, had the remote right next to me. I just laid on my side and just covered up, tried to sleep, and I mean, tried to sleep, and then the whole room, the whole room no, I'm hearing something. Not hearing something in the house. Sorry for that. But I was laying next to, I mean, not next to, I was laying on the side of the bed just trying to sleep. Had the remote, I mean, next to me, well, by my stomach wise. And I mean, well, let you guys know I have dogs. I rescue dogs. I have a lot of dogs right now. But then just laying down, trying to sleep, and then let me let you know, guys know, it's the middle of summer when this happened, like August, and it was, I mean, hot, and it got my room got literally ice freaking cold, and I was like, the air wasn't even on. I mean, and I thought that was odd, and I could actually see my breath, like, and feel it. So it's so freaking cold, and I was like, well, I mean, I'm sick, and just, I'm just sick. I have a fever, and just, covered up a little bit more. I'm just laying on my side like this, covered up a little bit more, trying to keep warm. And then I was like, I started feeling, I had a king size bed, started feeling the end of my bed, literally like someone's crawling in it, like getting pushed down slowly, like somebody was like walking, like, not like crawling in the bed with me. To me, I just thought I have like a fat dog, and I thought, well, it's just my baby, my dog, just getting in bed and having trouble getting in bed. And I started actually realizing it ain't my dog at all. And when it got closer to me, let me show you. I was like this. And it started, you know, crawling up on next to my side. And I actually realizing it felt like a freaking human body crawling in the bed with me. And you always think, when something like this happens, you'll be like, you watch horror movies, you're like, I'll be running. I'll be like, I'm getting out of here. I'll be first person out. No, that's not what you do. You freeze up. When you experience something like that, you just freeze and completely. I didn't know what was going on. I was that terrified. I thought I like, it's freaking cold. And when I realized it ain't my dog, I was like, it could be someone's playing a joke on me or something. And it wasn't it. No one was playing a joke on me. That's the worst thing. And I don't know how to explain the feeling of fear. But let me continue with the story. It still was like ice cold. And it kept crawling and crawling till it got right behind my back. And this is when it got to the point of me being so terrified. I mean, sorry, I'm kind of tearing up, but just it just it got next to me, and it literally, I was covered up. I started covering my head up, but this is the thing. It literally, like how like when you have a girl, or wanting to cuddle, got next to me. Just, it felt a friggin' arm, felt like a little arm wrapped itself around me when I was laying on my side. I felt it, and it got so close up to my ear. I felt hot air, little hot air, like like it was freaking breathing. I mean, like it was breathing in my ear. I got to the friggin' point of, like, I was like, I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't. I thought this was it. I've seen horror movies. This is it. In my head, I was like, I don't know what to do. And it kept getting louder. And the hot air kept blowing my ear. And I finally got the courage up. I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I was like, I gotta get enough strength up to do this. I slowly moved my hand. I was shaking like everything, and I felt, the arm around me was tightening up, tightening up, and I finally got the remote, and next to my belly, and I was clicking buttons. So if you're hearing that, that's my dog Cole. He cries at night when I'm doing stuff like gaming or anything. But I was pushing any button. I thought, Cole, be good, baby, be good. I was pushing any buttons to try to cut the TV on. I was thinking that light will make whatever it stop. I was thinking, you know what? If I can get this light going, I'm gonna try to jump out of bed, and hopefully, and praying to God, this thing wouldn't just like drag me back in bed. finally got, finally I was like, push any kind of button, and trying my best to cut the TV on. Finally, click the power button. TV cut on. TV was like, okay, in front of my bed. It cut on. I literally jumped out of bed, screaming bloody murder. Mother! Just screaming bloody murder. And I look back at the bed, and you still see the freaking imprint. You see the imprint of something laying there, laying his head on my pillow. My mom came in, and I was hysterical. And you kept seeing, like, all I can explain is, like, when it's freezing cold outside, you can see your breath, like, breath kept, like, coming. And my mom's like, "What? Why is it so cold in here?" I was like, Mama. I was like, Mama, look at the bed. Look at the bed. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, look at the bed. And she's seen the imprint where something was laying. I mean, something was still laying there. Someone was still laying there. And I was freaked. Mom was like, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. We left. And she's like, and when we left, she was like, okay, what happened, Mama? I told her what I told you guys, and I was like, Mama, I don't know, what was it? And you seen it, right? I'm not crazy, right? She's, no, you're not crazy. I seen the imprint. I seen my breath. And she seen her own breath when she came in, and she's like, what are we gonna do? I was like, I don't know. And finally got back home during the day. Stayed out all night. We went to our local Waffle House and sat and ate. It was so freaky. And yeah, got back. Bed was normal. No imprint, no nothing. Like nothing ever happened. Let's just say I never slept in that room again. I slept in the living room. And always had the TV on. You never cut that TV back off in that place. Always had some form of light on. And after a little while, saved up enough, and I actually bought my mother her new house, and that's where we're at now. So, I'm gonna cut this story short. I mean, that's all with that story. So you guys got 2 stories out of this one. Next week you will get, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 more stories. You never know. Hope you guys enjoy these horrifying, true ghost experiences in my life. And I mean, my whole life is just a lot of weird stuff happen. And I have a lot more stories to tell, but I'm only going to do it in the month of October. So every week you'll look for a video, and you'll get a video for my ghost stories. And if there's any ghost hunters or anybody out there that actually wants to come out and do an investigation, you're more than welcome to get some proof or something, but let you guys go. This video is kind of too long as it is, so let you guys go. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next horror story video. So click that like if you like it. Leave me some comments. Let me know what your creepy stories are. I'll get back to you. Always comment and like everyone's comment on my videos. Talk to you guys. So hope you like it, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Have a good day, y'all.